Mama kwa Bermpah like black media. Abuja your papa prophet Owusu Bermpah ebu ofu pa ye. O say wo hwe wiase pa nipa oye nipa bonefo a enye obi ase na adoda nkwa akufo ado. Ni nane se oye ni yem eboa ne pa na enso at the end of the day no wa hunu mu a wode boa no. Enti ne senti no ono ye se nkrofo aye kwano tum sa afi de oba be kasa na kasa oba kasa no oba expose na adoda nkwa akufo ado big time. Abuja be ka se mre bi aye Prophet Owusu Bermpah voice be babonti and nsema walking na ne say ono rituals ne sacrifices bi a ye de ma na adoda nkwa akufo ado enye easy eno enkofo ye ma ne kana no tumu ade ne de oso nkana no ntumu bi oba be kasa pa na niema a ye ma na adoda nkwa akufo ado no oba be da ne di osi oba expose ni pa obe yi na pie ama sabi eye ne bone fosema ono na adoda nkwa akufo ado ye no oba be expose na mani peni na hu and someone no can do so come on and call chemu na sisi e
so Absalom, you must be careful. But he did not see things that way. Smart. He thought he was smart. Ahithophel starting a Juma. So Ahithophel started to discharge duties. And he was advising on how they can plot to kill and defeat David. Weaknesses. And so he said to Absalom, as for your father, I know his weaknesses. No weaknesses there. But was Ahithophel aware of his own weaknesses? So be weaknesses they can't hold weaknesses. You see, before you speak about the weaknesses of others, you must recognize your own weaknesses first. He said, I know what time your father will be weak. Because I have been with him, I've been very close. In fact, and I'm so my band, then to say, very careful. Now, those who know that they have been close to us before, and because of the fact that they've been very close to us before, they want to take that as an advantage to destroy who we are. Let them be very careful. You may come very close to me, but your proximity does not mean that you know my heart. But I am between me. You may be very close to me, but you wouldn't know the relationship I have with God. Maybe you may be close to me, and so my weaknesses may be apparent, but you do not know my heart. Weaknesses are different from hearts. The weaknesses of a person are different from the heart of the person. Weaknesses now will be also so dear. So you may be seeing someone's weakness, but you also have your weakness. So far as how you also weakness. So long as you are human, you have your own weakness. And the weaknesses are different from obi good heart. So the weaknesses of a person are different from the heart of that person. Maybe I bet me a weakness. But on your heart, appreciate it. So you may condemn somebody because of his weakness or her weakness, but God may have seen the heart of that person and may have justified the person or appreciated the person. Somebody is claiming that he's been so close to you, and because of that proximity, he claims or she claims to know you. But they are lying. It is only God that knows you. So I'm the fact that you have been very close to me does not mean you know me. Only microphobia. Force you. Invite self. Now, do you know the number of people who force themselves to come close to us even without receiving an invitation? And those people come to your life as though they are there to help you. And because you are human, you also opened your doors to them and you embraced them. But you didn't know that they were possessed with evil spirits. You didn't know that they wished your downfall and destruction. Number one enemy. And so the person may have been close to you. Chances may be that the person's expectations were met. Alternatively, it may be that the person's expectations were not met. But now that person may have become your number one enemy. What is very painful is that somebody feigns love, pretends to love you. And the person will lay where you lay. The person claims that where you die, they would also die, or your God will be their God. But all these words were untrue. What hurts so much is that you avail yourself to God to be an instrument of hell to that person. And the person gets what he or she wants. And now they turn around against you. And then they throw you into the gutters. Very sad. It's very sad. But you see, that is the character. That is the character of certain people. Not all people, but some people. Certain people. It is very sad that you help someone. You help someone so much, and at the end, they turn around against you. And this time, it wouldn't be the case that they are propagating your weakness, but they propagate things which are untrue. They create and fabricate stories and go about telling others. Now, if you are going to tell people about me, tell them what I have done. But one day. But if you do not tell people what I have done, and you tell them about lies, one day, by virtue of the anointing on my life, God is going to reprimand you. He will rebuke you. Some lady pretended. Sir, Obeka Reverend Owusu Bermpah wants some money. Me defended. Now, she voluntarily said that anyone who would say something bad against Prophet Owusu Bermpah, I will rise to Prophet Owusu Bermpah's defense. Now that lady was not invited to my life because I do not know her prior to when she came herself into my life. And God is my witness. I say to the glory of God, as God be my witness. I don't know how I've offended that lady. Your money 28 days. So on free UK. Now it got to a time that lady had notice from the government to leave the nation where she is resident to Ghana within 28 days. Now listen to this carefully. So this lady called me on phone and was weeping. And said to me, man of God, if you don't help me, if you don't help me, I'll be put to shame. But I said, you're more friend me. I Now, at that time,
God will punish them one day. It will surprise them.
at that time, they used to call me Papa, meaning a father. But now, they are throwing innuendos at me. They call me the Job of Atrinkano.
And I say, Papa, my friend Oba Exp0se. Now my coming how you know Nah, Papa was say, I just want to free one and son of Abuame. I happen to be a church member. Now I'm catching and said, dear, what from or should be a miming to Yamano.
And so one day I received a call from that person, and on the call, that woman was crying and said, I've already called so and so, and the person has said to me that if clearance is not given from you, man of God, no help will come. So I picked up the phone and called the person and said, every help so and so has called you, seeking from you, please avail yourself to be an instrument of help.
God is my witness. Baby, I'll get trampononi at that time.
Now, at that time, that person was